from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Miami Dolphins. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. And incomplete to open things up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Taking it about the 36. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
2nd and 7. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Now Tua. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Tua to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
They'll run with Mostert. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They throw for it on fourth and goal at the 1. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Lawrence's throw going to be caught by Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run with Etienne. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Going for it, here's Etienne. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stacked that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, it's Tua. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
A short throw to Ingram, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first down.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before their
motion man left is Kirk. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and it's the 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the
yards there beyond the first down marker. And this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the third drive's the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out come the Jags. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Tua going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. On 1st down, Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He's across midfield. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, 55 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Short throw to Smith. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Short throw to Smith. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Tua now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Jags force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Achane diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And to throw again is Lawrence. And it's caught. And the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Etienne trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his pass incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Tua. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua sets up to pass it. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Tua. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw here. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some room to work. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Berrios now from his end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Now HN on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen, getting in there defensively.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Miami set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Play action. Now it's Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On play action, here's Tua. Smith catches left side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the 1st down.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. That'll bring up second down. Lawrence going to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
Here's Berrios. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Dolphin football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so he'll just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 33. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground. ETN to the 43, 2nd down. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Draw play, ETN. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Tua now on 1st down. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Trayvon Walker coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At the 20. They'll look to ETN to start things out. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another toe for ETN. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it. He's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Achane to start the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Tua going to keep it on the draw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And a throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tua to throw again. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Lawrence. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Davis. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they show jet sweep it instead, or run up the middle here.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Second down and 6 now. Achane gets it from the gun.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.